What's up, Scorpio? This is Mercury Roberts back at it again on the Peace Dealer channel, bringing you your July. I just dropped a card, so let me get it. All right. Thank you, Scorpio, for your patience. So, Scorpio, I dedicate this deck to the sign of Scorpio. I dedicate this deck to the sign of Scorpio. I dedicate this deck to the sign of Scorpio. Whoa! Uh-oh. Some cars jumping out. I see opportunity. I see opportunities coming up. I see some type of ceremony, success going on. But I also see you guys still having trouble with letting go of your emotions a bit. I'm fighting with that, but we'll get into that. That was just the cards that jumped out at me. I wanted to express those. So what can I tell Scorpio for the month of July 2017? Oh, these cards flipped over. More opportunity, some reflecting going on. You guys got cards jumping out everywhere, so I'm almost feeling like apologies. This came out reverse, so apologies are about to happen for you guys. It's almost like a clearing away of the past, a clearing away of things that's been hurting you guys, and it's time to heal, open up. I see some people going through a new phase, a new transformation, a new phase of life. This one will be a happier one. You guys have grown. I feel like you guys have grown from your past, and so now you are ready to make better decisions for your life. So that's awesome. But what can I tell Scorpio? Oh, this card jumped out, the Fool. Look, taking a chance, jumping off of the cliff, embarking on new opportunities. I definitely see it happening. So, all right, what can I tell Scorpio for the month of July? July 2017. July 2017. All right. Cut the deck, Scorpio. All right. So your bottom card is the Seven of Swords. So the Seven of Swords is about doing something without everybody knowing it. Trying to be secretive. This is a card of deceit. So it says that some deceit could be going on in you guys' life behind the scenes. You guys could be using a little deceit, or you guys are trying to accomplish something without everybody knowing your business. And so you're trying to keep everything to yourself right now. You don't want everybody to know your plans. It almost seems like, you're trying to get away from drama a bit. Maybe you're trying to bring drama in a situation, or you're trying to walk away with how you mentally feel about things. And you're just like, hey, I'll just take my feelings and keep it moving forward. I'm not going to really worry about what's going on around me or in front of me. I'm not going to worry about what this person feels or how they're going to react to a situation. I'm just going to do the best that I can for me. And so let's talk about it. So your first card in the situation is the Two of Swords. And so the Two of Swords, Scorpio, is telling me that you guys have a decision to make coming up in July. We have a decision to make, because I'm a Sun Scorpio also, and I'm Pluto in the first house, so I'm super Scorp. But you guys are coming to a time where it's time to make some type of decision. I see that you guys are in a stalemate situation, and it's not really working. And so you guys are trying to figure out, it almost seems like you mentally are trying to figure out what you want to do with your life too. I almost see that. And so it's causing a bit of an emotional uproar, because you want to do different things, and it's hard to do these different things because you don't know which way to go about it, and you don't want to leave certain people behind, and you don't want to hurt certain people, and you don't want to hurt yourself, and there's just all these conflictual mental emotions that are going on inside of you, and so it's creating this stuck moment. It's creating a moment of being stuck, and you're needing a little bit of light in the situation. This is not necessarily bad, because you know, even though you're in a stalemate, it says that opportunities are outside of that. So it's like you just don't know what decision to make, because it almost seems like maybe this is a big life decision that you're making right now. So the Star card is here in the second position, which is very awesome, because this is a card about healing, astrology, peace, hope, light, just the nakedness. Is more like just being revealing, being open, being vulnerable, being able to be vulnerable to emotions in life, being vulnerable in healing. Okay, so the stalemate right here was a conflict that was going on in the current situation, and then now you guys are trying to come into healing. So it's about you guys feeling like you got some hard feelings about a situation, and you're trying to make a conscious decision, a good decision about it, and you're trying to heal from the situation. Let's see if we get this healing. So in your third position, once again, this is a healing card. This is the Four of Swords, and this is the mental healing card. This is saying that you guys need mental healing. You guys have come through a lot of rough situations. You guys have come through a lot of conflict and a lot of stagnation, and so you guys are trying to move forward in life right now and get that healing that you want and be successful, but you need to rest. And so this is a card about resting, mental rest. You need to play a little more and not be so hard. I know us Scorpios, we take things a little hard. We take things serious emotionally. We don't play. We are the most seriously dramatic emotional sign there is. We are the Cancer. Cancer is soft emotions. Cancer's got more of the soft emotions going. We're more dramatic. We're more like upheaval emotions, and so we're more the dramatic emotions. We are the dramatic emotional sign. We are the most dramatic emotional sign. But we take things serious. And so now it's time for you to rest. You need to rest mentally. So this is not a time for you to be fighting your battles. This is not a time for you to be fighting the people who are against you. This is not a time for you to even be fighting yourself. But this is a time to take a break from all that and focus on something else. Focus on something else other than conflict right now, because you need that rest mentally, because you guys need to charge up. Charged up. You need to charge up a little bit. And so in your fourth position, we have the Queen of Wands. And so I like this card in the fourth position because it says that you guys got your mojo back. You guys got we got our mojo back, because I'm telling you, when I got my mojo back, I started recording videos and getting out here with you guys. So it was a wonderful thing. But so we got our mojo back, and we're ready to express ourselves, and we're enlightened, and we're free with life. We feel creative. We feel abundant right now. We feel resourceful right now. We feel like luck is on our side with the cat down here. Cats are the leaders of the spiritual world. They are the doorkeepers to the spiritual world. Cats. So this saying that we are in our spirit prime right now, and we're feeling creative. Some of you guys may have gotten pregnant last month. You might have had news of a birth last month. You guys have probably did some type of accomplishment, some type of success or accomplishment that came into your life. And so you guys are doing really good right now. And I'm proud of you guys. Whoop, whoop. And me too, because I'm a fellow Scorpio. But in your fifth position, we have the Knight of Swords. And so what this tells me, as I was saying earlier, rest. Don't be in a rush to accomplish things. Mentally, you guys are in a rush to accomplish something. You guys are trying to accomplish something. I don't know what you're working on, but you're trying to accomplish it. Maybe you're trying to accomplish getting out of a relationship. Maybe you're trying to rebuild a relationship. I do see you guys jumping out of a lot of people jumping out of relationships and starting something new. And then after you start something new, then you're going to want to rush to get things going, because we're not a sign of waiting. We don't have a lot of patience. We learn to have a lot of patience later on in life, but we don't start off that way. And so we deal with patience because perseverance is very important to a Scorpio's life. Persevering is probably one of the major things that you can do as a Scorpio to succeed as a Scorpio. Persevere through all the conflicts and emotional upheavals and transformations and changes and soul changes. Just persevere through the situation. And so that's what the Knight of Swords is saying. They're saying mentally you are in a rush right now and you need to slow down because you need to figure out where you're going. That's what's creating the stagnation in the Two of Swords, is that you don't know where you're going. You're just going. Maybe you left out of a situation in a rush, in a hurry. You got out of this situation in a rush, in a hurry, and you're trying to continue your life or trying to gather things together really quick. And it's like, let the healing begin. Let the healing process happen. You know, healing takes time. You know, water flows. Just giving a little advice, water flows. And talking to myself too, water flows. Water does not rush, you know, unless something forces it. But water is motionless unless something makes it go into motion. It's void. Water is void, and so it's patient. It stays. It has stayed. Unless you dip your finger in water, it's not going to move. Unless a rock is there, it's not going to have a tide. You get what I'm saying? So you're supposed to have calm waters. You're supposed to be still and have calm waters. And so you got to allow the healing process to take place in your life, Scorpio. I love it. And so, bam, I like this card. This is great, because this is going off of the Queen of Wands in the past. So the Queen of Wands was in the fourth in the past, right? Right? Queen of Wands was in the past. So in the future now, the sixth position, we have the King of Wands. And so the Queen of Wands, it's almost like the Queen of Wands, sorry, and this flew in my hand just now. The wind just blew it into my hand. I hope y'all can rewind that and see it just jump up in my hand. It was crazy. But anyways, the Queen of Wands was making way for the King. So the King listens to the Queen. So the Queen nurtures the King, right? The Queen nurtures the King. The King cannot be a king without a Queen. He needs his Queen, okay? I don't care what y'all do say or women say out there. I don't need nobody. We all need somebody, okay? Remember that. We all need somebody. And I know nobody knows that more than nighttime is greater Scorpio. You know what I mean? We all need somebody sometimes. Even though we like to be alone, sometimes we need a friend or two. You know what I mean? And so this says that either a female influence came in your life, because I'm going to go back a little bit now to seeing this card, a female influence or a feminine influence that was very spiritual and open-minded and free-loving came into your life and showed you what life should really be about. Showed you how you should really be understanding things and how you should really be going about things in life. Live and live passionately. So this card, the King of Wands, is a creative mastermind. He is a leader. He is a mastermind, and he knows what he's doing. He is one of the most powerful kings in the four kings of the tarot. And so this king right here, though, he is a flare for passion. He is a fire sign. He could be a Sagittarius. He could be a Leo. He could be an Aries. But this represents all fire signs. Now, it doesn't have to be a fire sign. It could be somebody who is passionate. Somebody who is very creative. Somebody who is inspiring. Somebody who stands up for what they believe. Somebody who is authoritative. This is a great card to have, Scorpio, because it says in the middle of July, you guys are going to find your creative fire, and you're going to go after your beliefs, and you're going to be authorizing your life. So this is about coming out of the stagnation and making a creative choice, going with your creativity to come out of stagnation. So now you're coming into a time in your life where you're out of this, you're coming out of stagnation, and you realize that how you can come out of stagnation is by using creative ways to do it. So I see creative answers coming. I see you guys taking charge of your life a little bit and just trying to make the best of the situation. Now, in your seventh position, we have the High Priestess. And so the High Priestess is ruled by the moon. And so this is a moon card, and this is about opposites. This is about perceptions. This is about perceiving things, perceiving differences. Okay, like the saying goes, there's always two sides to a coin, right? It's still a coin, but there's two sides to it. One side may have this, and the other sides may have this. One side is heads, one side is tails, but they're still spending like 25 cents. And so the High Priestess in between this is the 25 cents. And it says, listen to your intuition. Listen to your intuition when conflict is around, because as you see, there's two pillars here, and this is darkness and light. So this is Jacqueline and Boaz, okay, and this is darkness and light, the yin and yang sign, basically. So these are polar opposites, basically, because what does light have to do with the dark? So who's this in between the light and the dark? This is wisdom, okay? This is the High Priestess, wisdom. And so the wisdom is telling you to listen to your greater self, your intuition. Your intuition will tell you the answers that you need. It will give you the creative spark that you need in your situation. You guys are reflecting a little bit in July because you're reflecting on your life and where you want to go with it, and how you want to end up, and where you want to bring it out at, and what are your dreams, what are your goals, how you want to make things happen. It's just all about opening up and being resourceful for the life that you want, and listening to your intuition. So this is a time of emotional meditation. Scorpio, we need to meditate. We need to meditate. We need to meditate. So in your eighth position, we have Justice. And so this is in your environment. And so I love this card. This is a major arcana card. And so you got two major arcana cards, three major arcana cards in the reading. Yeah, you got three in a reading. So the universe is definitely working with you guys and handing you guys or us something. And so, oh, sorry. The Knight of Swords just rushed and hit me in the back. Don't be in a rush. Slow down. It's telling me to slow down too, because cards speak to me crazy. Justice here is saying that this is a time for things to go your way. This is time for favorable decisions. This is a time for, if you're going through a court situation right now, it's time for that to go in your way. It's time for things to go right in your life. And it's time for you guys to make a good decision for yourself. It's time for you guys to have justice. It's time for us to have some justice. We deal with people doing all types of things all the time, and we end up just dealing with ourselves because, you know, that's just how it goes. We are the only sign that will be cool with having one or two friends for the rest of our life, because we feel like everybody else is against us sometimes, or we feel like everybody can't understand us. So we like to be in the darkness and hidden and understanding our feelings and our emotions. And so this is a time of leveling out, of the scales just balancing out, and us being able to receive the gifts of gold, of life, of things going our way, and just more understanding. Okay, and so in the ninth position we have the Knight of Wands. And so the Knight of Wands is a passionate fire sign. Once again, it could be Leo, Sagittarius, or Aries. And this passionate fire sign in the heart position says we are passionate right now. We are open to life. We are ready to experience. We are open-minded. It says that we might have some choices. Basically, we're sexy right now. We're sexy. We're sophisticated. We're on the move. We're getting people's attention right now, and we're on a journey. We're headed somewhere. As I told you guys, we're headed on a journey, but we're conflicted because excuse me. We're conflicted because we don't know where to go with it. And so we're going to figure this out. We're going to figure this out because the King of Wands is going to help us figure This energy is going to help us figure out what we want to do and how we want to go about what we want to do and accomplish. So this card is telling you guys also think about what you do before you do it, because this writer here, he tends to get into situations and not think about them. And so, like I said, with the High Priestess, reflection is important. Meditate on what you want to do first before you do it, then do it. Okay? And in 10th position, you guys have, oh, we're going to throw a party on this one. But this is the Sun card in the 10th position. I love it. July is going to be a great month for you guys. I just promise it. Things are going to go your way. Wishes are going to come true. Light is going to be at the end of the tunnel. And also you will receive the healing. As you see, the little kid is naked also. So I blend that in with the Star card. I blend that in with the Star card. So we got the Sun and the Star. We got the Sun and the Star in the same reading with the Moon. The Sun, Moon, and the Star in the same reading. So watch out for those astrological combinations. Look out for your Sun, Moon, and maybe Ceres. Look at Ceres, because Ceres, or Uranus. You can look at Uranus also, or you can look at Saturn also, because this is Aquarius card, and Aquarius is ruled by Saturn and Uranus, but Saturn is his first ruler. Uranus is his secondary ruler. So you can look at those transits, basically. Look at your Saturn transit, look at your Moon transit, and look at your Sun transit, and see what's going on in your life and your transit chart. I mean, in your transit chart, birth chart, and you know, you'll see some good things happening. But yeah, the Sun here in the 10th position is telling you guys the Sun is on your side, and it's time to be bright. Shine bright like a diamond and enjoy life. So this is Mercury Roberts. I hope you guys enjoyed your reading, because I sure did. I'll see you guys next time. Boom. Love, peace, and light. See you later.